Hello and welcome back to Bear Creek Arsenal. Today we're starting a new series. It's called Highlight of the Week. We're going to be putting the spotlight on one or two of our products that really caught our eye and we think it'll catch yours too. For today's Highlight of the Week, we're going to be going over something small but mighty, something super cool and super stealth, something that once you get it around your friends, they're going to want to get their hands all over it. That's right, today we're going to be talking about 4.5-inch uppers. So stay tuned and I'll show you why these things are the definition of great things coming in small packages. There are several things that make these little guys different from their longer brethren. However, there's also plenty of things that make them quite similar. Without further ado, let's jump right in and see why these things might just be the next best addition to your arsenal. But real quick before that, make sure to stay tuned to the very end of the video because we'll be going over some very exciting updates over a highly requested product. Like the name describes, 4.5-inch uppers offer AR-15 performance in a miniature size. These things are perfect for your next stealth build. They offer extreme mobility and ultimate discretion. Perfect for backpacks, under car seats, or even when you're just trying to save space. They're easy to control, and like you saw earlier, very easy to conceal. BCA offers them in a number of calibers, side and rear charging, and even bolt action. And if you're feeling more grounded, we also offer them in a flat dark earth Cerakote. They're compatible with standard AR-15 lowers, so they're perfect when you want to swap them out if the situation calls for it, or you just want to have some compact fun. It even has an M-lock system for even more customization. With that out of the way, let's get into how to get the best out of your 4.5-inch upper. 4.5-inch uppers excel at close range. Their small size are their ultimate strength. They're great for PDW roles, whether they're locked up in a safe at home or stashed away in a backpack. Even for things like camping, it makes an excellent choice if you always want to be ready and keep it on the go. They're really useful in situations where your target is moving towards you quickly and you need to react fast, or in situations where a target can't move that far away from you, like in some shooting competitions or in a home defense situation. Another great application is if you find yourself on the road a lot and you want something to keep you safe no matter what. Because they're so compact, they're perfect for keeping in a bag or truck. Easy to get in and out, but packing more of a punch than most pistols. They also pair well with setups with minimal optics, like a red dot or flip-up iron sights. And since BCA offers them in a wide selection of charging options, you can tailor them to your preferred style. Personally, I'd go with something like this. Rear charger, simple red dot, stash it in my backpack anytime I want to hit up the campsite. Again, great to make sure you're always prepared, no matter where you are. Another thing about these is that they're extremely accessible and low risk. What I mean by that is, since they work with the standard AR-15 lower, you can take it, pop it onto your existing build, and have a completely new setup just like that. No need for any extra purchases or extra fuss, just use what you've already got and you're good to go. Perfect for breathing new life into your range routine or old setup, and when you want something more general purpose, just take it off. But what about suppressor builds? Well, the 4.5-inch has you covered. Pair it with the right caliber, and you'll have a setup that's super small and super quiet. Lastly, this guy's a little weird. And I mean that in the best way possible. They're the sort of upper that people look at and immediately have a few questions. And honestly, that just makes it the perfect conversation piece in your collection. And if you go to the range a lot, it's a great way to try something new that'll still give you great results, but you probably haven't tried before. They're small, fun, and sure to make people look twice. And if you don't want people looking, just tuck it away as fast as you took it out. I touched on calibers earlier, but here are the details. We offer this upper configuration in 5.56, 7.62x3.9, 3.38 arc, and my personal favorite, 300 blackout. But let us know if there's any calibers that you would like to see BCA make for the 4.5-inch. But like I was saying, this barrel matched with 300 blackout is a match made in heaven. The short barrel length allows the rounds to remain subsonic, and when paired with the suppressor, you'll have one of the most compact suppressed builds you can find. Even with the can attached at the end, it still remains shorter than pretty much any rifle. And if you get the 4.5-inch with the bolt action, well, you can have an even quieter build. Of course, you'll get great performance out of any of the other calibers, especially if you want an oddball build or something that you haven't tried before or haven't seen before. However, if you're on the fence and not sure which one to go with, 300 blackout would definitely be my recommendation. As cool as these little guys are, there are some compromises that you want to weigh out first. The first is they're a specific tool for a specific job, so they're not going to be the best general purpose weapon. Remember, they're great at hitting hard, being easy to conceal, and being able to move around with them very easily. Think PDW applications, but because of this, they will struggle at longer ranges. These uppers are fantastic when they're suppressed, but it's important to remember that they do put considerable strain on the suppressor itself. So you want to make sure that you have a nice quality suppressor and to double check your caliber. Another thing is, since the barrel is much shorter, your rounds aren't going to have as much velocity as they would in a longer barrel. So while a 5.56 will still hit hard coming out of this thing, it might not hit as hard as something like a 16 or 20-inch barrel, especially at longer ranges. Another thing, since this is a specialized tool, it kind of goes without saying that they're not the most versatile weapon, so they're not going to be the best at everything. Don't expect to take this thing to a shooting competition and get first place one day and then nail a doe from 150 yards the next day, or at least not without a ton of luck. However, what it does do well, it excels at. Overall, our 4.5-inch uppers come in loads of options, including different calibers, finishes, and charging styles. They're perfect for close quarters applications like personal or home defense, and also a great choice for suppressor builds, especially when paired with 300 blackout. They're perfect for people who move around a lot with their firearms, or someone who wants to break up old routines by shaking things up. They're compatible with AR-15 lowers, so they're a great choice to try out something new without having to buy a whole new rig. Our 4.5-inch uppers and pistols are available now for people who can appreciate that great things really do come in small packages. Thanks for joining me for Highlight of the Week. I hope you enjoyed a closer look at this curious little guy. Make sure to like and subscribe, and remember, leave us a comment if we should make this barrel length and any other new calibers. Thanks for watching the whole video. As promised, I do have a very exciting update on a product that a lot of you guys have been asking for. After tons of interest at SHOT Show this year, and as well as many other requests and inquiries, we have finally started development on our left side charger with the right side ejector. Now, I can't say too much yet, but what I can say is we finished up prototyping and we can't wait to show you more very soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.